I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. Amos chapter 1. Amos shows the Lord's judgment upon Syria, the Philistines, Tyre, Edom, and Ammon. The word of Amos, who was among the herdmen of Tekoa, which he saw concerning Israel in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel, 2 years before the earthquake. Okay, I do want to mention that this is an important feature, the earthquake here. This is 2 years before the earthquake. This earthquake came, it is thought, somewhere around the year 760 BC, which would have been in the time that Jeroboam and Uzziah were kings. This earthquake is mentioned in other places in the Bible, and it is thought to have been a rather major earthquake. They say it is thought to have been a 8.0 on the Richter scale. That is a major earthquake. The epicenter is thought to have been just north of Israel, just between Israel and the mountains there, mountains of Ararat, and spread out from there, the largest earthquake in the Middle East in recorded history. So Amos is prophesying just before that earthquake, and he writes this down. Apparently he wrote it down after the earthquake because he references it. But he's saying, yes, I was called to give this prophecy, to declare these words before the earthquake, but I am now writing it after the earthquake. Anyways, verse 2. And he said, The Lord will roar from Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the habitations of the shepherds shall mourn, and the top of Carmel shall wither. Thus saith the Lord, for three transgressions of Damascus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have threshed Gilead with threshing instruments of iron. But I will send a fire into the house of Hazael, which shall devour the palaces of Ben-Hadad. I will break also the bar of Damascus, and cut off the inhabitants from the plain of Avon, and him that holdeth the scepter from the house of Edom. And the people of Syria shall go into captivity into Tyre, saith the Lord. So we have our pronouncement against Syria. Hazael and Ben-Hadad, they were the kings, and Syria will be very shortly completely destroyed by Assyria. Now they will hold on for a while, but the ancient kingdom of Syria will be pretty much annihilated in short order. Verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away captive the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom. But I will send a fire on the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof, and I will cut off the inhabitants from Ashdod, and him that holdeth the scepter from Ashkelon, and I will turn mine hand against Ekron, and the remnant of the Philistines shall perish, saith the Lord God. And remember again, the Philistines will eventually be entirely destroyed. They will cease to exist as a people. Verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Now remember, Hiram of Tyre, he was the good friend of David, and there was a peace between the 2 nations. And in the days of Solomon, Tyre sent workers and material to help build the temple. But now they're saying, because they have forgotten this ancient covenant, this old league, they are going to be destroyed. And they were destroyed. I think they didn't get fully destroyed, though, until the Greeks came. Anyways, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bozrah. Now, Teman is the capital of Edom, capital city. And again, Edom has disappeared as a people. There is nobody today that is an Edomite. Verse 13, Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the women with child of Gilead, that they might enlarge their border. But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah, and it shall devour the palaces thereof, with shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest in the day of the whirlwind. And their king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, saith the Lord. Now, I will also mention Edom. It says they did not pity their brother. Of course, Edom is the descendants of Esau, the brother of Jacob. So Israel and Edom are brothers. Ammon is a descendant of Lot, son of Lot's two sons were Ammon and Moab. So while they're not directly descended from Abraham, they are of the tribe of Abraham. And so all of these nations that are listed here have ceased to exist. And some of them, I think Ammon really held on to their national identity until the Romans came. They really tried, they really struggled, but by the time that the Babylonians conquered them, took them captive, and they never had independency. They were never an independent nation again, even though they kept trying. You know, maybe I'll do another little supplement video about the destruction of all of these. I'll look at the histories of these 5 nations. What are they? Syria, Philistines, Tyre, Edom, and Ammon. But you'll know here in this first chapter that Amos has not even once mentioned Israel. He is declaring God's judgment on non-Israelites because God judges all nations. Remember, Israel was allowed to conquer the land of Canaan because the Canaanites had gotten so evil that God needed them to be wiped out of the earth. And now these other nations are becoming just as evil. They are ripening in iniquity. And God is declaring, it is done. We are done. These nations are all going to be destroyed. So God's judgments are always on everybody. He's not just watching the Israelites. His eye is on everybody and he judges everybody. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one.